So I actually discovered this BB cream over a year ago when I first started working with Troiareuke, which is the brand that this BB cream is from. And they told me this BB cream was from France. So I feel like that's not why it's expensive, but it says here, BCCs, the new concept of corrective cream, specially formulated from 99% of natural origin ingredient. It's like 99% natural, which goes into the whole 99% skincare, 1% makeup thing that Troiareuke's other makeup tends to be. I checked the ingredients on Hwahe, the app that a lot of people here in Korea use to check ingredients. All the ingredients are passing on that 1 to 9 scale, 1 being okay for your skin to 9 being the worst. They're all around 1 to 3, except one ingredient, which is so upsetting, and that is fragrance. Do you see it right here? Ugh. Like, why you gotta do that? For me, fragrance has never really affected my skin. My skin, if something in a product is gonna break me out, I can usually tell the first day because I start to get little whiteheads. But other than that, I feel like fragrance has never really been an issue for me. But if it is for you, which I know a lot of people these days are like, oh, I have sensitive skin, I guess you might want to watch out for that. But none of their other skincare has ever broken me. Of course, they're all great for my skin. So this one I feel like won't be any different, but we're still gonna try it out. I mean, it's $120, and it was given to me for free by the Troiareuke staff. But even then, if I feel like it's not worth $120, then I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay, so it comes in this fancy ass packaging, this little box here, and they usually use this after me or Joan get like a Troy peel treatment. It's one of those creams that's supposed to help heal your skin in the process of peeling from the treatment. If you are curious about the Troy peel treatment, I have a little video blog here showing kind of the process of it. This unfortunately only comes in one shade, and I'm hoping it's a little deeper than the H Plus cream, which is, I love that cream, but I have to put it on under something else because the color's a little bit too light for me. But this one seems like more of like a yellow neutral shade, which is good. So also, let me see, SPF, because I know there's titanium dioxide in here. I'll ask Andy and I'll put how much SPF is in here. It seems much thicker than the H Plus cream, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite BB creams. Also because that BB cream is basically skincare. To apply, I'm just gonna use my Skin Food Wedge Puff, and I'm sorry if you can hear, like, right when I try to show it doesn't want to speak. If you hear this, that's a chair. Okay. Alright, there it is. One light layer on this side. It's evened out pretty much all my redness. The things that you see left, like right here specifically, because I didn't put any there, are small little red spots and like dark spots. So in terms of covering redness, it looks like it's done a pretty decent job. Let me put a little bit more on my nose here. Didn't really put any on my dark circle here, although I'm not expecting it to cover it because most foundations can't really cover my dark circles. Kind of lighten them up a little bit, but girl, they're gonna be there. Around my nose, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm gonna be like like how you see how I added some on the redness here and like under my dark circles, if I'm gonna be applying my foundation rather than concealer to kind of like help build coverage there and cover that up, I feel like that doesn't really last that long anyway. Spots like here and under my eyes or around my mouth tend to fade off first, so applying a little bit of BB cream there to cover it up, I feel like it will only last a few minutes, not minutes, but maybe an hour or two before it will just, you'll be able to see it again. So I have a feeling that I would have to just use this with concealer, but as I'm letting it set, I'm noticing it's becoming more like, it's almost like the coverage is going up a little bit, or my skin is just getting less red. Let me add some to my neck here. Just shaved, but I already shaved last night. Alright, so again, I didn't really add that much more. Let me add a little bit more. But I'm pretty happy with how, because I feel like with this, I would probably go over, and either way, I would probably go over this with one of my other Troiareuke cushions, so I don't mind. But alone, the coverage is really, I mean, it's like a medium coverage. Maybe pushing a little more towards the light side in terms of coverage. And also because it is mostly natural origin products and it is like more of a skincare product, I am a little bit more lenient in terms of like the coverage, because I'm not, if it's gonna be like 99% skincare, I'm not gonna expect it to be like full on Cover FX custom cover drops coverage. But so far the finish is really pretty. I have a lot of skin textural issues, like my acne scarring here, so it's smoothing over. Of course it's not gonna fill that in, but it's making it less. That plus like how it's covering my pores and filling them in a little bit, it's evening out the surface of my skin, which is a good thing. So there it is. She's cute, she's cute. Oh my god, my memory card ran out of memory. But I just added more to this. I did the other side and I was just saying how the formula is much thicker than a lot of other BB creams, because a lot of BB creams tend to claim like, oh, moisturizing, because when BB creams came around they're like, oh, skincare plus makeup. But like when it came, even in Korea in general, and especially when it went over to like the western side of makeup, their idea of like BB creams, skincare and makeup was just moisturizing and SPF. But I felt like a lot of them tend to end up being very like thin and watery, or like they're just like not moisture. Like, I'm not gonna rely on them for moisture. But this one is like, this BB cream is quite thick. It's probably because like a lot of the ingredients are plant-based. I feel like a lot of plant-based makeup or skincare tends to be pretty moisturizing on their own. But this, the finish is really pretty. Definitely like a medium coverage. I would need a concealer. I can tell this would be really good for more like natural skinned makeup days, or if I want something on my skin but I don't want to like deal with like, oh, it's gonna be not good for my skin today, that sort of thing, which I tend to use a lot of my Troiareuke makeup for. I'm happy with this coverage, but I'll definitely use a concealer or something. But I'm really enjoying this glow that it's giving, and the color's not too bad. So I'm just gonna leave it like this because I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back with you. So I'm obsessed right now with the glow that this BB cream is giving my skin. This is like the kind of look that I want. Y'all know I like to get into like full glam like every day, but on days when I want like more natural makeup, then this is like the way I want my skin to look. I can probably get that with other things if I just stop going into full glam, but I feel like, I guess because of the whole nature of like, oh, trying to keep everything natural, just skincare, it's kind of, you know, other than like the eye makeup, obviously my eyebrows, I guess that's what's making it more of like a, I don't know what I'm trying to fucking say. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't crease or budge, or, because I know it's not full coverage at all right now, but I don't mind. I mean, as long as it doesn't fade on me, then I'll be really happy with it. So I'm gonna take my camera out with me, so you can follow me throughout the day and we'll see together how it wears. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's 11:37. This is what it looks like in natural daylight. Oh, I think it's starting to like crease in my forehead lines. Again, unsurprising, but a little bit. Oh my god, this snow! I'm gonna die today. Whenever I see snow, I know I'm gonna fucking flip and fall. I know it. Hey guys, I'm here in Uijeongbu with Russell C. It's 3 in the afternoon, so it's been a few hours, and y'all, I'm like high-key living. One thing that I noticed that, because if you guys are familiar with my skin type, you know I have a lot of textural issues with like the acne scarring. So especially in like certain lighting, like in elevators where the light is like right above you and the light is just shining right down on your face, all of your skin's troubles, like all your skin issues are like out on display. They're really obvious. And also one thing is when I'm sitting in the subway and I'm kind of like leaning over sitting in my chair and I look at myself in the mirror, it's just like the lighting in the subway makes my skin troubles look more apparent. But with this one, I noticed my skin was just looking really moisturized and really plump. I love it. I really like it so far. There's a little bit of creasing on my under eyes here, but other than that, it's like normal for me. But it's not as much as other foundations can, like the fucking Etude House one. But so far, I am loving this shit. And the fact that it's all skincare. 9:48 in the evening. I don't know, for quite a mini hour, I am thoroughly impressed with this BB cream. Now, I don't know, like I don't remember exactly, honestly, how it looked in the morning. Upon like first glance, it looks like maybe 10% of it is gone, like it faded off. But of course, I didn't use primer. I didn't use powder. And even despite like the cold, dry, windy weather bombarding my face, it's like, she's looking really good. Let me see if I can get close up. Hold on. Like, even despite having worn it for many an hour, it's like, it hasn't settled into my fine lines like I thought it was going to. This might be a little oily looking for some people, but it doesn't really like feel super oily. It just looks like my natural oil is coming through a little bit, but it's not like it just looks, I like it when my skin looks like this, you know what I mean? After a long day of makeup, if it looks like this, as long as it didn't like fade off too much or like crack or like settle into my lines, if it looks like this, I am fine with that. I am like very impressed. It is looking like it's starting to get a little bit dry maybe around here, but I'm not surprised because it is very, very cold out today. But I did go outside several times, but it didn't do that thing. Like, I was going out between really cold, dry weather outside and like really warm, hot, dry, heated buildings, and usually that tends to really fuck up my foundation. But it is looking totally good, which is I'm happy about, because if I'm like, I know I didn't spend 120 on this, but in my honest opinion, it should perform like it cost $120, you know what I mean? For it being like a skincare product. So for my first impression today, I'm obsessed. And the thing is, as you saw, I kept trying to like, the footage like cut off halfway because I ran out of memory, but I was building up the foundation little by little so that I can get covered. And usually when I do that, it will end up looking even worse by the end of the day, because just makeup, when you're building it up, the more you build it up, I feel like the harder it is for it to maintain itself looking nice throughout the day. But this one, So what do I think? Thumbs up. Do I think it's worth $120? I mean, if you're gonna spend it on, because I consider this more like skincare, and if you look, I'm not telling you to go out and like spend your money, because there's other great makeup products for much cheaper. But if it's within your budget and you're looking for something, if you're looking for a product like this, I completely recommend it. We'll say though that fragrance that they had, but it is close to the bottom of the ingredients list, so it's not like near the top or anything, so there's not too much of it in there. But the fact that it's in there, it's something worth noting. Do I recommend it? Totally. Which is a good thing, because, you know, like, I feel like these days people expect things, especially that are really expensive, to not work. Anything. I feel like people expect things to not work great, you know, which is a shame, because we want things to work really with like the technology that we have in terms of makeup these days, and science and all that. I think it should work, which is good, because I feel like I only use it once today, but anyway, I think you know how I feel about this. Hello guys, update. I've been wearing the CC cream nearly every day since I was testing it out, and I love it. I still really like it. I still feel the same way as I did when I first reviewed it, the first day I tried it. And I'm using it right now in tandem with what I've been doing to, like, especially to save it. After I do my skincare, I layer a very light layer, much less than I was using the first day I tried it. And over that, I'll use either the Soul Aesthetic cushion, or I'll use the A+ cushion. That will not only, I'm sorry, you can hear my thing in the background. I use those two for like coverage. Not both, but I'll choose one depending on how I'm feeling that day. And it makes for like a really great natural base for the day, you know what I mean? And this smells really fucking good. The thing is, I would think that it would like have trouble staying on my skin, you know, having layered those two different bases. But I think it actually works as I'm not gonna say it acts as like a primer. It doesn't make my makeup last longer. It just doesn't act like a bad primer, if that makes sense. It works well under the base makeup. It's like adding a layer of moisturizer, to be honest with you. It hasn't broken me out. And yeah, I still really fucking like it. It's really expensive, and I wouldn't just go out and buy it unless I had the money for it, and I was really desperate, but I really like it. That's all I have to fucking say. I'm gonna end the review here. If you're interested, I will link the product down below for you to purchase. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video, you guys. Love you, bye. Mwah.
I have been there, boy, in your shoes. I'm well aware. I know that you've been searching for a place for your particular style. I'm very glad for the times we've had